Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make my Woody Woodpecker design. I used a few colors, some red, ocean blue jelly, some orange, and some white, and a couple of pieces black. I used 2 pony beads for the eyes, white color. You're going to need a C-clip. And what I would recommend is if you have some kind of two extra holding hooks, or toothpicks, you're going to need to hold the beak on something. Okay, so we're going to use one loom with your loom in its original position with your arrows facing down. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to do one arm. It's going to look like this, and then you're going to pause the video and make another one. So we're going to start off with double blue bands, and we're going to go down 5 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now taking your hook, we're going to take a single white and wrap it around 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, taking double blue bands, we're just going to slide those on. So support it on your finger and just slide it on. And putting this on your loom. Taking double white bands, we're just going to put it here. And taking 2 single cap bands, we're going to wrap it around the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3, and push down. 1, 2, and 3. Now taking your hook and a single white band, wrap it around 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Reaching in, loop up the white bands. Next we're going to slide our bands on this one. So slide them off. And now just loop all the way to the top. Reaching in. And stretching in. Now you can take this and put it on your loom, and you can use one of these 4 pegs. So I'm just going to attach it to the 4th peg from the bottom, going up. Okay, so you can pause the video and make another one. So now I'm going to show you how to do the feet extension. I'm going to show you to do one, and then you're going to pause the video to make another one. So taking double bands, we're just going to go down the loom 5 times with our blue bands. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Now taking our orange bands, double bands, we're going to go down twice. 1 and 2. Taking double bands, we're just going to go from this peg and give it a stretch to this peg. So just like that. So this peg is the 4th peg going up. Taking double bands, and we're going to go down the loom to the 2nd last peg. So that was 2, 3, and 1 more. 4. Now on the middle, we're going to go to the end. So this would be 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to give it a push down. Taking double bands, we're going to go from the middle to the right. Push down. Taking a single band, we're going to put a capping band right at the end. We're going to wrap it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Taking a single band, we're going to make a triangle holding band from here to here, and another one to these three, just overlapping that triangle. Okay, so now we're ready to loop up. So reaching in, grabbing your top two bands, which are going to your right, the next ones, and now let's loop up the middle all the way to the right. So reaching in, and stretch. Let's do the right, reaching in, up, up, and now all the way up to the top. Okay, so you can remove off the loom, careful. Here's tension, so just careful. Okay, and you can put this on your loom here. I'm just going to add my extra ones, and you can pause the video and make another foot extension. So now I'm going to show you how to do the hair extensions. What I did was I used Marlooms Creations animal technique for the hair extension. This is a fantastic technique. He's a fantastic design. He looks so realistic. I'm going to put this link in my description box, and if you haven't made him, you should make him because he's totally cute. Okay, so what we're going to do is, to make this extension, we're going to use 3 bands, and I'm going to use red, and we're just going to place these on the loom. Taking 3 more bands, we're just going to place randomly on your loom. And we're going to take a single band, and we're just going to do slip knots. So just reaching inside and grabbing the band, and then just slide it over and give it a tug. Another one. And give it a tug. Now we're going to do the tail. So the tail is the exact same thing, except we're going to use black. Okay, so we're just going to put it here, taking a single black, and we're going to do a slip knot. Okay, and then you can just take these off the loom. And this is what they look like. Now you're going to pause the video, and you're going to need to make 4 more red ones for a total of 6. So now I'm going to show you how to do the body. Using red, we're just going to go from the left to the middle, and the middle to the right. Red going down, 1, broken band, 2, and on the left side, 1, and 1 more time. On the middle, we're just going to go down 3 times using double bands. 1, 2, I'm just going to give it a push down, and 3. Now we're going to take 2 single black elastics, okay? And we're going to go from the 3rd peg down on the left just to the middle. I'm going to push down, and the middle to the... Okay guys, I'm sorry. We're just going to take this off for a second and place it right there. We're going to go down on, I am so sorry. We're going to go down 1 more time on the right and 1 more time on the left. Now we're going to go take the single black from the 3rd peg on the left, I'm sorry, to the 3rd peg on the right. Okay? Now taking an orange double, we're just going to go up from the fourth peg on the left to the middle, pushing down, and on the opposite side to the right, push down. All these bands here. Now taking double bands, we're just going to go from the left down to the middle and the middle up to the right. So it should look like that. We're just going to fill in this piece right here using double orange, and we're going to go right there. Push down. For the neck area, we're going to use 3 red, and we're going to go here, and now we're going to start to use some white. We're going to put shoulders, so you can go from the left to the middle, and then the middle to the right. We're going to go down the middle 6 times using double, so if you need to push down, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm twisted, 4, 5, and 1 more, 6, and 2 blue color at the bottom to fill it in. Now taking double blue, we're going to go 1 time on the right and once on the left. We're just going to add our arms on now, and we're going to add it on the left side 1 and on the right side 1. So just reaching in, and we're just going to slide it on, reaching in, and slide it on the right side. I don't think I've got it. Okay, so now let's fill in the right using double all the way to the end. Double, I grab 3. Okay. Now I did forget to show you how to do the beak. I apologize. So we still have room right here. So let's go ahead and do this beak. And we're going to use orange elastics. Okay, so forgive me, but you still got room. You're going to take your hook and you're going to take a single elastic and wrap it around 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now taking 3 elastics, we're just going to slide these bands on. So just put them on your hook, support it with your finger, and here. And now let's just put it on our loom. Taking a single elastic, let's wrap it around our hook 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Taking double elastics now, let's just slide this over. And let's put it on the loom. Now we need 2 capping bands, wrap 3 times each. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, and again. 1, 2, and 3. This is your bottom beak. So we're going to, before we loop, and before you reach in, you're going to take your hook and you're going to take a single band and wrap it around 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. So we might as well just do the other one now. So let's add another one. 1, 2, and 3. So just push these up. When we reach in, we're going to grab these 2 elastics and we're going to pull up and just slide 1 of these elastics on. Just 1. The other one is for the other loop. So reaching in, and just slide this on. Bring it forward. Okay? So now this is where you need a something to hold it on. Okay? So this is your bottom beak, You can place it to the side. And now let's do the top one. So taking your hook, we need 2 single bands, and we need to wrap them individually 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And again, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to take 3 bands, and we're going to slide these ones on. Okay, and we're just going to put this on our loom. You only need 2 sections, so. Okay, taking 2 more single bands, we're going to wrap it around our hook 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Another, again, 1, 2, and 3. Taking 2 double bands, let's slide these on. So you take section at a time, and let's put it on our loom. And push down. Let's take 2 single bands, and let's use them as capping bands. So 1, and 2, and 3, wrap 3 times, and again, 1, 2, and 3. We're just going to loop this one forward. So reaching in and grabbing just the 2 bands that go forward, make a teardrop, push down, and let's take 2 single bands and wrap them around our hook one more time. Last step. 1, 2, and 3, and again, 1, 2, and 3. And let's slide these on. This will be our top. Let's get our holding hook, whatever we're putting it on, and this is our top peak. Okay, so now we need our feet. Our feet are going in the same direction. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to grab this one from the bottom and just transfer it to here. So now it's one is facing the opposite way. So all you have to do is just turn it around. Did I get it on? So one will be, that curved part is outward. So let's just take this off now and put it on our hook, and we'll just put it down for a second. And let's fill in the left side using double bands. All the way to the end. And now you can put your leg extension on the bottom. Okay, so let's just fill in all the middle with single holding bands, and we're just going to make a triangle here, again, and let's just put one more, and we're just going to bring this one over, push down. Okay, you might just want to push all those down. Let's take a single red, and let's just put a holding band at the top here. So now let's do our eyes. Taking a single red, let's just slide our pony beads on. 1 and 2. And let's put it from the third peg down on the left to the third peg on the right. Okay. We're now going to put our extensions on. So we're going to start with the tail one first. And the tail, we're just going to take the elastic that we did the slip knot, and we're just going to wrap it around the last hook 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Did I slip top? Sorry. 1, 2, and 3. For some reason, I'm just going to fix a little bit there. Now I'm just going to turn my loom around, and we're going to add our extensions at the top of the head. 2 extensions on the left or the right. Okay, so we're going to put 2, 2, and 2. Okay, so just push these bands down. And we're going to take the band with the slip knot, and we're just going to loop them around 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, and 3. And on the other side, 1, 2, and 3. So now we're just going to add another one to each one, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Another one. 1, 2, and 3. I'm just stuck. You don't really want them twisted. So again, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So I'm just going to turn them around. So long you have 2, 2, and 2. So now I'm going to start to loop up, and we're going to loop up into the neck. And then after we're going to put the beak on. So reaching in, don't grab that holding band. And I did, or something. Okay, just grabbing the 2 bands that go forward, forward. Don't grab the holding bands, reaching in. Grabbing the double white bands and bring it to the shoulder. On the right, reaching in. Reaching in and go all the way up to the neck. Okay, now the middle, reach in. Don't grab that tail extension, just loop up. Now reach in and do the neck, the 3 bands. Go forward. And now we're going to take these 2 bands here, and we're just going to go forward with those, just like that. Now, taking your beaks, you're going to have two of these. One is smaller, so that's your bottom beak, and one is bigger. And if you really can't tell, the one with the 3 bands here beside your hook, so 3 here, that single that was looped, that's your bottom, because your other one has 2 bands looped there. So the one with the single. So taking that one, we're going to attach these 3 elastics, a section, on our left, and these 3 on our right. Okay, so just taking this, and we're just going to slide, so going this way, and we're just going to slide. Sorry, just open it up, and we're just going to slide it on top. Okay, you want to push it down, and you just want to give it a little stretch to the right side. Okay, and you want them to be in the middle, just down. Now the top beak, the 3 sections on one side again, and the other 3 on the right. So just open it up and just slide it on. And the other side, just slide it on. and push down. Push everything down. So now we're ready to loop. So we're going to reach in where that neck area is and grab the top two bands, which are your orange, and they're going to your right. Reaching in again and grabbing the other two bands that go to your left. Reaching in, and we're going to grab these two orange bands that are here and go to the middle peg. Okay, so if you can't see, you might just want to pull these bands to the side here, reaching in, and that way you know you're grabbing them. You might have tension here, so just reach in, holding the bands, and just go to the middle. On the other side, reaching in and grabbing those two bands and go to the middle. Okay, so now just reach in and grab the two bottom red bands. In a sec. If you've got tension, hold your bands and just loosen it up. On the other side, we're going to reach in and grab our two bands, which somehow my red band came over here. So guys, just forgive me for 1 second while I take back my red band. And I'm just going to go in and grab the other red band. I've got too much tension. Okay, so now we're going to loop up this one middle red, these double bands in the middle, these red ones. And now we're going to go on the left and grab this single black and just bring it forward to the middle. On the other side, grabbing the single and go to the middle. If you don't mind, guys, I'm really sorry. Can we put these back for 1 second? We're just going to take these off and just hold them there for a second. And if you could do this, just grab your black and just loop it over by hand, grabbing the other black and looping it over by hand. And just bring these red here. I'm very sorry. Now we're going to loop up the left all the way to the top peg, moving our hair extensions out of the way, reaching in and just grabbing the bottom two bands, moving our hair extensions out of the way, reaching in on the right, reaching in, and again right to the middle. Reaching in now, grabbing our double red, all the way to the top. Now you're going to need a single red, and we're just going to do a slip knot and tie it off. So just go right in, grabbing the other side, and we're just going to do a little knot. Okay? Now it's ready to come off, so just go and take him off, and don't pull him right off yet, so just don't pull him right off the loom, leave him right here for a second, because I don't want you to lose your slip knot. Here you have tension, so you might need your hook just to lift them off. Okay, before you take them off, just make sure that it's still a knot. That's all. That's all I want you to do. Okay. So this is what he looks like. I'm just going to bring the beak out, fix him a little bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is bring this tail to the back. So just move it around and just like kind of just like push it towards the back. So now it's like that. Okay, so these loose bands here, we're just going to turn them around and we're just going to reach in with our hook and we're just going to give them a little tug. If I used double holding bands here, it didn't give the same effect. So this is the best way, or if I like doubled it, it didn't really turn out nice. And you can just kind of like fix it around, stretch it out. I'm just going to take a black marker and I'm just going to color in the eyes. So little circle, a little circle. Now we're just going to fix these hair extensions. So take a single red and we're just going to do kind of like a ponytail. So stretch that rubber band around and we're just going to do like a ponytail right here. And we're just going to wrap it around 3 times. Okay. And if you have scissors, what you do is just cut these. Just slice them like that. Okay, and now we're going to add a piece to the mouth inside. The mouth is going to look like this inside. So taking 2 single bands, we're going to take one and we're going to wrap it around our hook 3 times. 1, 2, and 3, and take a single and slide it on. So it looks like this. Sorry guys, one more time. Take it apart, take it apart, take it apart. I'm sorry. We're going to wrap it around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got it? I'm sorry. And put it on a single. And slide it on. Okay? Now just put it down for 1 second. Take your hook and go in the back. We're just going to go straight in the back from this hole here. So just go into the back and just make your way out of the mouth like that. Now you're going to put both ends of this rubber band on. Hold it and just pull through to the other side. Somehow it got caught to an orange one. Okay, and bring the 2 ends to the back. I only got 1 end, so let me just try that again. So just reach in, moving these bands out of the way. Go to the front. And bring those to the back. And you can support this with a C-clip. If you're going to give this to a child to play with, don't add this part. Because it's just sitting here. Okay, so he's all done. Again, you can kind of just fix this if he's falling over. he's done. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked this design. And I'll see you next time with another. Please subscribe at the bottom. And bye for now.